how a student who's confused between I should go to Hyderabad or I should go to Delhi, is it neck to neck with NLS? How the structure look like for your class? Movies mein dikhte hain wo Three Idiots wala, like how it is. So once your classes are done, what do you do in the spare time? How does the placement committee exactly work? What's the average package? Hi everyone, and once again welcome to the YouTube channel of Get Set Law by IMS. Now guys, as you can see that we have two faces over here, and thumbnail and title say everyone must have come to know that there are two people from the very known and I-owned college, the National Law University Delhi, which all the student dreams it, and one of the most competitive college to go for because iska ek separate exam hota hai, which all the aspirants know. But the best part is that I have two students, or I will say two family members who are together over here. One is from second year and one is from fifth year. So first of all, I welcome both of you. So before we go ahead with the session, a small introductory which you both can share about yourself so that our viewers, our parents and teachers and everyone who's watching this video and session can just know about it. We can start with Suhani.
Hello everyone, I am Suhani Gupta. I am from Akola, Maharashtra. I'm in the second year at National Law University, Delhi.
Yeah, hi. I am Parth Gupta. I'm in the fifth year. I'm her older brother. So you might want to know why she took law. She looked at me, she copied me, and then she took law.
She took law. But this is one question जो I have not asked them, guys. So this is what I'm gonna put to both of them कि ये कैसे journey बनी. मतलब I have known Suhani and Suhani was aspiring to be into Delhi more. I know वो गांधीनगर और इन सब के बीच में भी था, but नहीं सर मैं तो दिल्ली जाना है. Now I come to know the reason. तो ये कैसे हुआ? मतलब I understand stepping stone बनते हैं, but ये तो same college में ही दोनों भाई बहन आगे. So how it has happened? Like Parth, what was your journey? What made you choose law? And then Suhani, after what Parth says, then you can start.
It was a very simple choice for me actually. I did not like maths. I did not like science, and my father is already a lawyer practicing at my home city. So I used to look upon him, and I made a informed decision to take law. So I did a coaching for 11th and 12th, and then actually NLUD was my first target when I decided to take up law. But then I saw there are only 47 seats. Oh my God, how difficult it must be.
Yes.
And I thought maybe we can adjust to some other college through CLAT because AILET is very difficult. But then suddenly I gave an excellent AILET. I got AIR 15 and everybody was happy. So that's how my preparation journey was. It was difficult, but it had ultimately became a success for me. So yeah.
Perfect.
So as you said, I always wanted to go to NLU Delhi. One of my major reasons that I chose law was actually because my brother was doing law and my father was a lawyer. NLU Delhi, again, because my brother had done it, I had to go to NLU Delhi. I never aspired to be in any other college apart from that. Otherwise, pretty much the same reasons, because the subjects of CLAT and AILET, I found them interesting. I did not like science. I did not like any other subjects apart from that. So, yeah.
This is something which is very inspiring, and I feel so proud कि मतलब the parents would have been more proud कि दोनों बच्चे एक ही सिटी में. But एक question जो थोड़ा सा सिटी को लेके हमेशा रहता है, like already Parth has been into that journey for almost like 5 years, ठीक है? So you must have had a practical exposure. So Suhani, were there any thought in your mind, because a lot many students who are majorly from the southern part who were studying with IMS, they always had this thing कि sir either we go to Bangalore or we're going to remain in the same city we are part of it. We're not going to go to Delhi as a city. So since you have been in the recent years right now, what was your thought? Like you got into NLU Delhi, that is fine. But in context with city, आपको कैसे लगा कि यार मुझे चले आना चाहिए? भाई का तो एक रीजन है, उसके अलावा.
Again, yeah, the major reason is him. But again, after coming here, I realized that Delhi is actually pretty amazing. It's vibrant. It's full of opportunities, and there's always something to do. Moreover, one of the major factors is that the college is in the city, unlike a lot of other NLUs. So nothing is actually far away.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair, very fair. Yeah. So all the students and the parents who think ki Delhi side, I don't want to go, even though you crack NLU Delhi, but guys, it's National Law University Delhi. Don't miss
Yeah.
that thing. Okay.
Yes.
So it's only 45 days to 50 days are left. So please pull up the accelerator and then just go for it. Okay. So let's directly move on to the question. So since you mentioned about the city, so I want to know ki how the college is approachable. मतलब अगर एयरपोर्ट से आना है या फिर यू हैव टू कम बाय ट्रेन बिकॉज आई नो मेट्रो का कनेक्टिविटी दिल्ली में इज वेरी ग्रेट सो व्हाट इज दैट थिंग विच इट्स बिकम इजी टू बी एक्सेस टू दैट कॉलेज और उसमें क्या क्या एमिनिटीज एंड फैसिलिटीज है लाइक जोमैटो ब्लिंकिट इज इट लाइक इजी टू बी देयर या फिर इट बिकम सो डिफिकल्ट व्हेन यू गो टू द कॉलेज
So as Suhani mentioned that we are very well connected because we are in the city, unlike other NLUs. So we already have a metro station right behind the college. The college also provides a shuttle service to the metro station. So if anybody
दैट्स
wants to
वेरी
go at
ग्रेट
night, which makes it very safe, especially in a
यस
city like Delhi, because people are concerned here. The shuttle takes you to the metro station. The metro takes you anywhere you want in the whole city of Delhi. The airport is only 30 minutes away through cab. The railway station is around 40-45 minutes through metro. So that way, NLU Delhi is very approachable. And as far as other facilities in the college are concerned, so we do get a lot of facilities from the university administration, so the government and everyone. I think Suhani would elaborate more on that.
So I think the college campus is really nice. There is Wi-Fi everywhere. We have a very big library. It has one of the biggest physical books collections. We have a moot court hall. We have a very big auditorium for events. We have a cafeteria. There's this Amul shop, which is a go-to place in class breaks.
ओके
The hostels are really great. They are separate for boys and girls. The rooms are very nice. They are air conditioned. I think NLU is one of the very few NLUs
वेरी
that
फ्यू
have
NLUs yeah that have
ACs in the
AC
hostels.
yeah
Yeah. Apart from that, in the campus, there is greenery everywhere. It just feels fresh whenever you go, whenever you are roaming around the campus. Moreover, for students, there's a very nice thing that there are no in-out timings. There are no curfews.
okay
You can go out
okay
anytime. You can come in anytime.
okay
Also, there are other facilities like we have a table tennis room. We have a multi-purpose court for people who are interested in sports. Basically, a
okay
lot of things. Yeah.
and Delhi as a city में खाने का तो मतलब it's the
Yeah.
people
It's
come to Delhi and want to taste multiple type of
yeah.
cuisine.
Yeah.
So I think Delhi में taste का is not a problem. But when we talk about in-house college में like mess and canteen, how is it? मतलब is it like good, decent enough? The
The
food?
mess is pretty good, yes. Uh, of course, there are some things like, for example, a person does not like a particular dish. You can just go to the
Yeah,
cafeteria. You can
right.
buy
Okay.
something from Amul. Apart from that, we have Vegas Mall right behind our college, so it's
Okay.
just a 2 minute walk. So
Okay.
yeah, the
So that's
food
very great.
facility is
Right.
pretty great. Yes.
Perfect. So she mentioned about something, some basic facilities which everyone wants to like know about it. So now so I as a student have entered to the college. Now I want to know that how does the classroom structure looks like and how does this boys hostel and girls hostel have the infra over there? Like, is it a two-seater room or is it a one person only or a sharing? So you can tell on the basis of your experiences how it happens for the first year student or is it compulsory or you can take a PG? What it is look like?
So I'd say accommodation, especially for the first year, is limited. Especially for the Delhi NCR students in the first year, they do not usually get the hostel. But from
Okay.
the second year onwards, everyone gets the hostel.
Okay.
Apart from that, if you're looking for accommodation places off campus, there are really affordable PGs and apartments available. Talking
And
about
what's
the
the
rooms,
rent over there about the PGs and everything?
I'm not really sure about that because I got the
Okay.
hostel the first year, but I think
Okay.
12,000 per month. I
Okay.
think because some of my friends
That's
lived in
quite decent.
yeah,
Okay.
in the apartment, so I know about that.
Perfect.
Apart from that, talking about the rooms are mostly double sharing and triple sharing. So in the initial years, for the first and second years, you get triple sharing rooms, and for the
Okay.
later years, fourth and fifth years, you get double sharing rooms with balconies and all.
Okay. Perfect. And what about boys hostel? Like Parth, how was your journey? Like you were there in the boys hostel or you had the PG only?
So in my first year, I was allocated rooms above the academic block on the fourth and fifth
Okay.
floor. So because there was an increase in the batch size in the batch that joined prior to mine batch. So they had to make some arrangements in the academic block, but it was a very comfortable living setup for me, to be very honest.
Okay.
I did not feel any lack of infrastructure or facilities because of that. And then second year onwards, I had to shift back in the boys' hostel. I am
Okay.
currently in a two sharing room. As she said, the structure of the boys and the
Right.
girls' hostel is almost the same. So there's no issue
Okay.
in that. So for the first 3 to 4 years, we get a triple sharing room, and after that, we have a double sharing. We also get balconies in a double sharing room. And
Okay.
additionally, this is very
Nice.
good thing about the university is that they provide a single seater room for somebody who has any disabilities or any issues.
Okay.
So I think that is a very huge step in terms of
Good sir.
inclusivity that the college
Right.
provides.
And what is there in the room? Like you get your own bed, cupboard, table. What all things are provided in the rooms?
Yeah, so we get a bed, we get a table, we get a closet, we get some, places to keep our luggage and all, and a table.
Okay.
And the table also has two, three drawers and small almiras. And
Okay.
the mattress we have to take care of, and all the other things like a bucket and other
So
things.
mattress you have to bring, right? That is what.
Yes,
Yes. On the basic bucket and everything जो खुद के personal stuff के लिए लगेगा. ठीक है,
So
cool.
yes, that you have to.
on the
हाँ.
orientation day, they have mattress sellers and bucket sellers, all of
Okay.
that. So you can
Okay.
just buy it from there if you cannot bring them from your home.
Bring. Exactly. That's great. ठीक है. So hostel हो गया, PG हो गया. Now we move towards the classroom structure. So ये classroom majorly जैसे movies में देखते हैं वो थ्री इडियट्स वाला वैसा classroom structure या normal school के वो desk लगे होते हैं कैसा like how it is?
I think the infrastructure in classrooms is pretty great. As you said, some of the classrooms are elevated, like the Three Idiot
Okay.
style.
Three idiots.
The other classrooms are normal, but they are still very nice. The seats are very comfortable. There are tables. It's usually a three, four, like the table usually accommodates three, four people.
Okay.
There is a smart board. There are whiteboards. There's everything. Yeah, it's all air conditioned.
Air
The
conditioning.
lights are
Perfect.
very good. So yeah, it's
Okay.
pleasant to study there.
Now, since we talked about the classes, so how does your like faculty structure look like? So in the initial years, are you like more exposed to, so for example, if a student has taken BA LLB honor, so he or she has been exposed to subjects more of BA, या फिर it's generic, how it balances out? The subjects and the faculties, your guest lectures के through, how the structure look like for your class and classes चालू कब से कब तक होती हैं?
Our college has only one course as of now, BA LLB. So in the first and the second year, you are more exposed to subjects that are related to BA, but there are
BA,
one, two
right.
law subjects also. From the third year onward, there are mostly there are law subjects. So the class timings are usually for the first 3 years at least. The class timings are 9 to 3:30. For the first year, they have orientations to orient the first years with, say, committees or some subjects, or for example library databases, all of that. They teach how to use all
Okay.
of those things.
Okay.
So for the first year it usually lasts till 5 for the initial 1 month. Then
Okay.
till the third year the class timings are 3 till 3:30, 9 to 3:30, with a half an hour tea break and a 1 hour lunch break. And for the
That's
fourth
nice.
year and fifth year, the subjects are lesser. So I think the class timings are different. I think Bhaiya would be able to tell
Okay.
that.
Yeah, so for fourth and fifth years, we do have elective subjects more
Okay.
compared to the normal subjects that we have. So the class timings depends on the elective subjects and the course moderators. So we have people coming from outside to teach us for the electives. So the timing varies across the week according to their discretion. So
Okay.
generally, I think in the fourth and the fifth year, the classes get a lot chiller because you have less fixed classes from
Less fixed
the
classes.
college faculty and more classes from outside practitioners. For example, many AORs, many partners from different firms, many
Right.
practitioners are coming to teach us. So most of the classes are in evening that way because they have office in the morning. So that is how it works.
Okay.
I think the breaks and all are also very balanced. We get a tea break in the between and a lunch break later. And if there are any sessions in the evening that continue, so we get a separate break for that as well.
Okay, okay, ठीक है. So like Suhani, you mentioned initial years में first and second में 3:30 तक the timing is there. So once your classes are done, so like are you guys forced to get engaged in certain other activities, whether it is co-curricular or other than co-curricular activities, or what you do in the spare time? Like and what you suggest for a student to come with this mindset कि first year में आए हो classes are there but you have to like proactively be part. So as I've talked about a lot, many students they say कि sir हमारे college में तो there are WhatsApp groups which have been created with our seniors, and then they keep on guiding us for that you should go for either internship or you should go for some being part of some committees or any event which is happening. So what happens with the first year student and then later years में क्या होता है?
So, for the first years, after the classes, I think the first semester is pretty much chill. The
Chill.
main subjects start from the second semester. So, in the first semester, there's not a lot to do. You get readings, you get some sort of homeworks kind of things. You do
Okay.
that, you go to classes, you listen to classes. After that, there are other things like there are games, you play games, there are specific timings. For example, football is played between 8 to 9 p.m. There's cricket, there's badminton, there's table tennis. So all of that is there. And about seniors, I think the seniors are also really helpful. We also have a very cool buddy over batch system for the first years.
Okay.
Each of the students the first year, they get allotted to seniors from each batch so that they guide you through the initial years, initial months of your law college.
So that is very great. So I think I'm
Yes.
not wrong. It happened in NALSAR. May they have these buddy systems only with the fourth year and the second year students told me in that video कि सर ये buddy group रहते हैं and then they keep on guiding us कि हम internship अभी से करें कि नहीं करें और should we go for it or not. So that's great. So मतलब first year में you can definitely expose yourself to multiple sport events which happen. So I think talking about the sport events क्या होता है inter college, intra college, where NLU Delhi stands in sports.
The sporting infrastructure is not extremely good here, but we've
Okay.
been working on it. So, first of all, every semester has a different structure in terms of sports. So, in
Okay.
first semester, in the odd semester, the first, third, or fifth
First, third,
semester
and
onwards.
fifth. Yeah.
Yeah. So, in these semesters, we have a battle of batches. So, every
Okay.
batch goes against the other batch, and then we compete in that manner. So, it's a very healthy competition, and it
Right.
engages students with students of other batches, and it
Right.
creates a sort of fraternity for them. In the second semester, we have our tournament system. For example, there's a sport, there are various teams created for that, and there are tournaments. We also participate in sports fest from other colleges. Like last year, I think we went to Bhopal, Virudhaka, NLU Bhopal.
Okay.
The year
Okay.
before that, we went to Assam, NLU Assam. This
Okay.
year also, we'll be going to some other college.
Okay.
Additionally, this is a very good thing, and I'm very proud to say this as a member of the Student Bar Council. We have been working with the administration, and we've started work on the 7-acre land that is adjacent to our campus, and we are building sports infrastructure kind of a thing so that people can play there day and night. And the main issue with the college was that there was no space to play. But now,
Okay.
because of the space that we've gotten, we are installing structures so that the sports infrastructure gets better.
And you are part of that.
Yeah, I am part of the
Oh,
Student Bar
that's
Council,
great.
so we happen
That's
with
great.
our
That's great. Okay.
consultations.
Perfect. So मतलब sports में भी soon NLU Delhi का मतलब already they do have some name, but definitely it will going to have more name because now you're getting up a good space. Some practice is going to happen. Students will be
Yeah.
pushed. So if any student who's thinking of कि Delhi में sports होगा कि नहीं होगा, yes, it's there. The people like Parth are working on it, and they'll definitely going to build up good infrastructure, and it's already in the process. ठीक है. So what about the competitions which happens like I think moot court competition definitely happens in the college. So are the first year students from the initial years they become part of these competitions or they become participant in the next years? How it happens?
First of all, generally we have internal mood selections and internal area selections. For the first year, especially, there is training internal mood selections and training internal area selections. So
Okay.
it happens usually around December, January. There is a separate roster for the first year, like you get allotted separate moods that is not in the bigger roster. That's for all the other years. And in general, there is internal mood selections which happens in two phases. It's for commercial law and it's for public law. There are two separate rosters and there are many moods, so a lot of people get a chance to participate in the mood court competitions. Similar is the structure for internal area selections. selections, for you have to submit a negotiation plan first, and there are oral rounds basis on who gets selected in the negotiation plans. And similarly for the moot, you have to submit a memorial first, and then you get the memo scores, and you participate in the oral rounds.
I would like to add something to
Yeah,
that.
sure. Go ahead.
So to enhance this culture of mooting and ADR, we have specialized ADR committee and moot court committee.
Yes.
So these committees organize orientations for the first years to integrate into the system. Then
Right.
they also allot them mentors from the senior batches so that they can teach them
Definitely.
ADR and mooting, and they can conduct practice rounds with these people. And just yesterday, the first year received their training internal ADR selection problem. So this will be a month-long process, and then they will be allocated some competitions through it. I think Suhani also got one moot court competition through
Yeah.
the training moot
Okay,
selections.
that's
Yes.
nice.
That is how
So
it-
basically, it's like the senior helps you, train you for how you can like develop yourself, be ready for those moot competitions, right? That is what you guys want to show.
Yes.
Perfect,
Yes.
perfect. So is it like a compulsion for the student to be part of these moots, or is it being left to them only? Or what do you guys suggest?
It's not a compulsion, but again, I'd suggest ki the initial years, as you have time, I think students should
Right.
explore mooting and ADR because it's really interesting.
Definitely.
And for people who find interest, they can pursue it. And as I said, there are a lot of moots and there are a lot of opportunities.
Because first year students become quite reluctant ना अभी तो मुझे law आता ही नहीं है ज़्यादा मैंने पढ़ा नहीं I don't have basis and then but I think this is the only thing which you will going to learn about the practical world itself because you will not going to get multiple cases or any type of matter which you already know. It will always be something new. मतलब initial years में तो definitely when you are in the learning phase it will going to happen like that, right? So since you mentioned about ADR committee, moot court committee, so how many committees like are majorly there in the college first? And are the first year students allowed to be part of these committees or is there any selection process which happens? How does that take place?
So yeah, actually we have a lot of student body committees. They are very active. There are committees like moot court committee, ADR committee, social inclusion committee, cultural committee, library committee, and some others I don't remember right now.
Sports
But
committee, cultural
sports
committee,
committee,
multiple
yes,
committees, right?
yes,
Yeah.
there are multiple committees. So the selection process, yes, it's open to first years. There are students from all the 5 years. There are two students per batch. And for selecting those students, there's an election process within the
Yeah.
batch.
Okay.
I think it's a very interesting and fun process, especially for the first years, because you get to campaign, you get to
Right.
circulate videos, photos, posters. You are also allowed to go out, speak, campaign for yourself. So it's a very
Okay.
competitive thing out there. I've been in the library committee since my second year. I'm the convener right now. So I've been very close to this process. So after
Nice.
these committee elections, we also have internal selections throughout within the committee to elect the student bar council within ourselves. So yeah, and these committees actually have a very good job that they get to work as a bridge between the student body and the administration. So that puts them in a very good position to further the student interest. So, that is how you get to interact with
Right.
the members of the faculty and the student body at the same time.
Okay.
It's a very good.
Perfect. So you both of you missed one committee that is a placement committee and I'm sure Delhi में placement committee तो बहुत strong हो गई. So since I'm just mentioning about that, so how does the placement committee exactly work? Like are the 5 year, 5th year student or the 4th year students being part of it or it has some different set of structure? How does that work?
So the placement committee here is called the RCC, Recruitment Coordination Committee.
Okay.
So this committee is not elected through the normal process of other committees. There is a special election for this because it has
Exactly. That is what I want to
highest
know.
stakes. Yes. So first RCC forms in the third year, and then we have RCCs for the third, fourth, and the fifth year because these are the
Okay.
important years considering the placement and recruitment. So these are also student elected committees, and they have different powers according to the different years. So fourth year committee would be more in power in the university than the third year committee because they are still juniors. So
Right.
the fourth year committee communicates with the firms outside, communicates with HRs, then they get internship offers, then they communicate it to the other RCCs so that they can circulate these offers in their batch, and then the selection
Okay.
process happens.
So that's really nice. And also, I believe that placement and recruitment committee do uh, give the students certain sessions about how to prepare for interview, how your resume or a CV would look like. I think these all things must have been happening. So does it happen with the internal members only or some expertise also visits the college and give those briefing sessions?
So the most important thing with the perspective of recruitment is CV building, because everywhere you apply,
Right.
you have to submit a CV or a cover letter. So initial sessions for the juniors are taken by the seniors only, who have had a good
Okay.
placement record or who've done many internships, or the members of the RCC itself. But then the RCC also calls other outside people, experts in this, people who are from recruitment companies or partners themselves. So
Right.
we currently have a partnership with Mint Blue. This was
Okay.
a startup, I think, initiated 2 years back by an alumnus of ours. So these
That's
people
great.
have been helping us with building our rapport with firms. They come and teach us, they take sessions for the juniors on how to build CV, how to give interviews, they take practice sessions
Right.
also. So
Right.
that is how the system has been developing slowly throughout the years.
Great, great, great. So, since we mentioned about the internship in our discussion also, so how does this internship thing look like? Like first year students are also exposed to the internships, या फिर कुछ second year या third year onwards से चालू होता है? And what you will, as being the part of the college, will suggest? Like, Suhani, have you been exposed in the initial years for the internship thing?
So for the initial years, you can intern. Obviously, you have to find your own internship for the initial years. The
Okay.
RCC provides you internships from the third year onwards, till
Okay.
batch rank 30 or 40, I think. For the initial years, yes, I interned, but I did not intern in Delhi. I interned at my hometown. Talking about Delhi as a place for internships, I think Delhi's location as a capital of the country, it gives it an edge. It is at the center of the legal scene.
Right,
There
right,
is the
right.
Supreme Court. There are a lot of law firms. So internship opportunities. There are many opportunities.
Definitely right. So I think you are suggesting कि first or second year say if you have time and you want to expose yourself, you can definitely look after, but
Yes.
that is have to be on your own terms. But
Yeah.
college say I think the third year say that proper internship. So is it like a 1 month internship or a 2 month internship? ये कौन से break में you can just go for it? Like first year का
Uh,
कोई student है तो.
So we have two breaks in 1 year after each semester. After the odd semesters, our break is usually it's in December and January.
Okay.
You can intern in both the months. You can intern in one of the months. It's completely your choice. Similarly, after the even sems, the break is in May and June. And again,
Okay.
it's your choice. It's totally up to you if you want to intern in both the months or 1 month. But I
ठीक है.
think in the
Perfect.
first and the second year, it's fine even if you intern in 1 month, like two internships a year.
राइट
It's,
डेफिनेटली सो
yeah,
आई थिंक इसमें
definitely.
थोड़ा बहुत एलुमनाई नेटवर्क भी इंटर्नशिप्स में हेल्प कर देता होगा द सीनियर्स आर देयर दे कुड लाइक द बडीज कैन डेफिनेटली हेल्प कि माय सीनियर वाज देयर इन दैट फर्म या किसी एडवोकेट के साथ ही वाज इंटर्निंग या कोर्ट में सो आई थिंक वो भी एक अच्छा सा कनेक्शन इंटर्नशिप में हेल्प करता होगा फॉर द इनिशियल 2 years बाकी तो फिर कमिटी इज ऑलरेडी देयर करेक्ट मी इफ आई एम रॉन्ग
Yeah.
या
Also, we have a group with our alumni. We can ask them any doubts if we have. Apart from that,
राइट
there's an internship group. So, out of all the students, if anyone finds on either on LinkedIn or any other social media, or if through any connect, they find that there's an internship opportunity, they just
राइट
put it on that group, and whoever wants to intern, they
टू
just
इंटर्न
go through that, and yeah, they.
Definitely. And these internships for the like which happens with the committee, are these the paid internships? या फिर it may depend upon how it is. Third year
The
onwards is it?
internships through the recruitment committee are mostly paid internships. They have a stipend.
Okay.
Every firm has a different policy regarding stipends, so the students are paid according to that. But generally, if you look at it through excluding the RCC and everything, if you apply on your own, so generally you don't get stipend in the first and second year, even in
Right.
litigation and everything. After that, you are slowly provided stipend because you develop your understanding of law and you're more helpful for them in your senior years. So that is
Definitely.
how it works.
और ये इंटर्नशिप से पीपीओ ऑफर्स भी मिलते ही होंगे डेफिनेटली
We do get a lot of PPO offers, especially in on third year onwards, because the firms see potential in you, and then if they want to keep you, they offer you a PPO. Generally, RCC does coordinate with these firms, and then they get us offers. They have interviews, especially for PPO and all.
ओके सो इफ अ स्टूडेंट इज इन फोर्थ ईयर एंड उसको पीपीओ मिल जाता है तो ही गेट्स अ जॉब पोस्ट फिफ्थ ईयर या उसको तभी से काम करना पड़ता है हाउ इट हैपेंस
So they do have compulsory internships. So one of my friends has a PPO and he has to go and intern at the firm every semester break. But
राइट
उनका काम तो ग्रेजुएशन के बाद ही शुरू होगा, because they're not allowed
एग्जैक्टली
to work as a student.
राइट
And
एग्जैक्टली
their contract does have various arrangements. ऐसे तो like every firm has different terms and conditions. So works according to
Okay.
that.
सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन जो हर सेशन का रहता है कि कितना प्लेसमेंट चाहता है कॉलेज का, व्हाट्स द एवरेज पैकेज विच इन द पास्ट 2 years you have been knowing it, because you are in fifth year and I think you have been a part of the entire recruitment process, if I'm not wrong. थोड़ा बहुत तो you or your friends must have been part of it, until unless you want to go and join your father.
No, actually, honestly, I'm very much litigation oriented, but I do have an
Okay.
idea of these things. I think the recruitment number is pretty good here because, see, ultimately it's Delhi. Every firm knows
Right,
Delhi. Every firm comes to our college for recruitment.
right.
So anybody who genuinely wants a placement gets a placement through maybe through PPOs, through day zeros, or through day one. The process that happens
Right.
after the day zero.
Hmm.
So, and there are also a lot of litigation chambers here. किसी को litigation करना है तो वो they can join litigation chambers. So ultimately, when you are about to graduate, I think everybody in the batch is placed. So that way, the recruitment percentage is 100%.
Okay.
And so if you're talking about day zero especially, then I think around 60 or 80% of the batch is placed. So there's also one thing where you already said in the beginning, this is a very important question. You have different data, colleges provide you different data.
Yes,
So what
yes,
happens
yes.
is that there's a recruitment pool. For example,
Okay.
I have a batch size of 120 people. Many of them want to do judiciary or UPSC. So they don't opt for a placement. So
Right.
then these people are removed from the placement pool.
Placement,
So currently my pool, I think, is of 50 or 60 people. Other people
Right.
don't want to even sit for placement. So these people are not counted. And then the data is counted from these 60 people,
From
how
these
they are
six,
placed,
right.
how they're faring.
Exactly. So what's the average package? You still have not answered that.
So the average package, I think it differs from firm to firm, but the tier one firms are providing 20-21 lakhs right now. Tier two
Okay.
firms go a little lower. They provide 15-16 lakhs. There are
Okay.
so I think we have a cutoff for the firm sitting for day zero. I think a firm that provides above a certain threshold is invited for day zero and then they recruit. And after that, there are some policy think tanks and all. They obviously would provide less because they're not into that commercial business.
Okay.
So then it goes lower for that.
ठीक है. So one question, and I don't want any biasness in that particular answer to be given. So I'm comparing two NLUs, NALSAR and NLU Delhi. So definitely you will gonna keep NLU Delhi above NALSAR, but is it neck to neck, like how a student who's confused between कि I should go to Hyderabad or I should go to Delhi, या फिर is it neck to neck with NLS? How you keep it? Like you must have seen it. It's been 4-5 years of your journey, and also Suhani, आपने भी 1.5 year almost spend कर लिया है. You must have seen people who are there in Bangalore, who are there in Nalsar, and you are there at NLU Delhi. What's the difference you have seen in the culture, curriculum, city, internship, or what you have felt it better, that X factor which is like Delhi सबसे अलग?
So I think for people to choose in between NLS or NALSAR or Delhi, the major factor is the locational factor, because the people in the south would obviously prefer NLS or NALSAR, and the people in the north would prefer NLU Delhi. But I think again, NLU Delhi as the capital of the country, it gives it a very big edge. I think with respect to internships and all of that, there are more opportunities as compared to NLS or NALSAR, because again, there's a Supreme Court, there is a High Court.
So have
So
you
I think
experienced anything that कि यार मैंने दिल्ली चूज करके सही किया, like what was your experience? Anything, one thing which you want to share?
I'm not sure if it's in comparison to other NLUs, but I think NLU Delhi is pretty much, it has everything that a law student wants and
Okay,
wishes
okay.
for in their aspiring NLU. It has everything. Yeah.
क्योंकि जैसे
Okay,
नालसा वाले
I'll answer that
student.
better. I'll
Yeah,
be very
sure, sure.
explicit. Okay.
Go ahead.
If I were to if I were to undergo through this process all over again, I would still pick NLU Delhi. As she already said, we have the locational advantage.
Right.
We also have a lot of other advantages. So, for example, for a college like NALSAR, which is almost 40 kilometers out of the city, they don't
Right.
generally have guest lectures or people visiting their college. Here at NLU Delhi, almost every single day we have some big partner visiting from some firm. We have senior
Okay.
advocates. Like a few days back, we had the Attorney General of India give us a lecture. So
Nice.
these opportunities are 10 times better at NLU Delhi. We have a lot of tie-ups, we have a lot of collaborations. So in terms of placement and in terms of connections to the legal field, I think we do provide a better edge. And in terms of facility, I think we have the most liberal culture in terms of that. Our administration doesn't stop us from doing anything. They're ready to help us, provide us opportunities. Whatever the students want, they're ready to do. So I think that way I would choose NLUD all over again. I have no shame in accepting that.
डेफिनेटली मतलब मेरा भी प्रेफरेंस अगर स्टूडेंट्स पूछते तो मैंने कहा आंख बंद करके दिल्ली ले लो ठीक है हैदराबाद इज आल्सो कंसिडर्ड टू बी एट द सेकंड नंबर एंड इफ समवन इज कंफ्यूज बिटवीन एनयूजेएस एंड दिल्ली तो मैं कहता हूँ दिल्ली ले लो डोंट गिव इट अ सेकंड थॉट डेफिनेटली एनयूजेएस के भी खुद के प्रॉज एंड कॉन्स हैं बट स्टिल आई थिंक दिल्ली लोकेशनल एडवांटेज से आउट पर्स कर जाता है एंड देन द पॉइंट्स व्हिच यू हैव एडेड ठीक है so definitely we got a very great insights from both of you. Thank you so much. You guys found out time on this day and helped us to know more about the college. And I would just want a small request. So if there are any comments which come over there in the comment section, so all the viewers right now, you should put up comments because both are there. So power of two is there. So anytime you have any question, even after joining a college, you want to get in touch with these people, they are there. You can definitely comment below this particular video and let us know. And if they are not available, I'll definitely get in touch with them and get the answers and post it over there. So thank you so much, Suhani. Thank you so much, Parth, for being part of it. And we'll definitely like to have more session in the near future or maybe on some specific topics like litigation में क्या करना and something like this. We'll definitely gonna come up more session. So till then, bye bye guys. Thank you so much. Take care and Siddhant sir and all the others signing off. Thank you.